We are in a building dedicated in and of itself and the people within it to the arts. And today I'm honored to be surrounded by supporters and fans of the arts. And why do we need that? We need it for the soul. We all need that. From the first time I could have crayons in my hand, I knew I was destined to be an artist. But I took the corporate path for quite a while. My day job was in the corporate world, and my night job was painting. I painted a lot of weeks in the earlier days when I could, 20 to 30 hours in a week. So I had the corporate and I had the art job. And it went well. The art job went well. Many of my collectors are here today. Thank you. And I'm proud that I was represented by galleries in St. Andrews, Ottawa, Toronto, and corporate collections and private collections in Canada, US, Australia, England, and Caribbean. So I decided, I guess it was mid-2012, that I would take this on full-time. Enough of that corporate world, so I hung up the briefcase, thankfully, and I'm in my third year. I thought that business part and the art part was just going to meld. I knew everything I could know about marketing. A very biased mindset. So enter ArtsLink New Brunswick and its vision. Perfect timing, because I was kind of stumbling over this marketing thing. Marketing insurance was a lot different than marketing my art. And honored to be part of such a wonderful group. From the get-go, we had to do our value proposition. Yes, which was kind of painstaking for a bit till we all got our heads around it, the arts people, getting that value proposition. But I polled some of my customers to find out why they were attracted to my art. What was it about my art? I had to figure out, what I paint. It's not just one subject matter. And words like happy, vibrant, energy, passion, they all came into place. And I've never really been able to express, just like right now, those words to talk about my art. So it was nice that what they were saying was in fact what I wanted to convey in my work. One of my customers, she's in the medical profession, and I can't imagine a more stressful job. And she sent me a note. She said, when I come home from work, she said, the painting I purchased from you of the orange vibrant tulips, when I open the door, that's what I see. It's good for my soul. It rejuvenates me. That's the passion. So putting all these pieces together, my value proposition, is simply, I like to paint positive energy. So what do you paint? It could be anything that's positive and kind of stirs up the soul. Again, for the arts, we all know what the arts does for us. So it could be the chrome in a motorcycle reflecting the passions of somebody. It could be a county fair where there's more than enough passion going on. Be it the show of the cows, I have no cow paintings today, trucks, tractors, the show and shine. You see the passion of the rural people. And it could be even a corporation, talking to corporate people and coloring the essence of who they are into a painting. That's what I paint, and I paint in realism. But I try to take the passion that I see in the images and accentuate them. Maybe by the tonal value, the darks and the lights. And in theater and film, you really see how they can use the dark and the lights to accentuate or bring you to a place where they want you to see. And that's what I try to do with my work. It could be the color palette that I use or that dark and light, but I want to enhance the passion. I want the positive energy to come through. From here, thank you again to the program and the wonderful people, speakers and participants. All of that resource material, I won't memorize it for sure, but I'll be able to go to the people and what was that all about? But taking that together, I'll continue to paint passion. But there's also two other projects that I want to start, which are dear to my heart. And the first one, from St. John originally, but when we recently moved to St. Stephen, I noticed, like St. John, friendly, friendly people. And I knew this because their smiles matched their eyes matched their smiles. They were genuine people. So starting in June, I'll be setting up at the Something's Brewing Cafe, our little cafe in St. Stephen, and I'm going to be doing a series of just 3 by 6-inch canvases of people's eyes, the smiling eyes of St. Stephen. And there'll be a show on that. The second project that I want to be starting, and my dad's with me, is a project on Fern Hill Cemetery. And some of you local people, you know what an amazing place it is. It's a huge cemetery. I believe it's the largest east of Montreal. And my dad, my grandfather, and my great-grandfather were all born in the cemetery. Yes, they were born in the cemetery. Back then, there was a cemetery house deep within the gates of the cemetery, and it was quite a walk, I believe, into the cemetery. So last year, I spent a bit of time with my dad going through and getting him to recall some of the memories, which is fabulous. So I have that passion, but I was also amazed in talking to local people of St. John. How many people have spent time, some of the older people remember the gardens and the beautiful fountains, and they would go there on Sunday afternoons for picnics. There's a lot of history in St. John, and there's some history in Fern Hill Cemetery. So it's not just, I know it sounds a little contradictory, passion, positive thoughts, cemetery, but there are. So Vincent van Gogh once wrote, "What color is to a picture, enthusiasm is to life." And that sentence, the color in the picture, the enthusiasm in life, is what I paint. I'm Kim Stubbs, and I like to paint passion. And I hope you follow me during these 2 little projects that I have going, www.kimstubbsstudios.com. And love to meet with you after. And again, thank you for the program, the vision, and all the hard work and the participants. Thank you.